Welcome to the Grace Notes podcast. I'm so glad you're here because today we're diving into something that touches every part of who we are, how we were designed by God for connection and purpose. This isn't just a motivational message, it's a theological reflection rooted in truth, centered on the power of submission to the one who handcrafted us with intention and care. You were not created by accident. You are not random. You are God's workmanship, His poem, His masterpiece. And when you begin to see yourself through that lens, everything starts to shift. Let's begin where all true understanding begins, with God, the master designer. Pastor Arthur Conner Jr., in the first two parts of the Designed For series at Metropolitan Baptist Church, paints a powerful picture of who God is as the intentional creator and how that affects our daily lives. When we talk about design, we know there must be a designer. You look at the Hard Rock Guitar Hotel or the Statue of Liberty or the pyramids, none of those things just appeared. They were imagined, planned, and executed with purpose. How much more does that apply to you and me, created by the one who knows the end from the beginning? Ephesians 2, verse 10 reminds us, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." That Greek word for handiwork, poema, it means you are God's poem. You are not mass-produced. You're handcrafted, uniquely formed. And here's the truth that flows from that. If you were designed, then you have a purpose. God didn't just make you beautiful, He made you useful. Your design is pointing to a divine assignment. But here's where submission comes in. To live out that purpose, you have to submit to the designer. You can't walk in your true identity while resisting the one who gave it to you. And that's not always easy, especially in a world that screams independence, self-reliance, and self-definition. But the kind of freedom we're longing for? It actually starts with surrender. It starts with saying, "God, you know better than I do. Lead me." In the first sermon, Pastor Conner talks about how we were designed for connection, not just with each other, but primarily with God. Genesis 2:18 says, "It is not good for man to be alone." And that truth stretches far beyond marriage. It touches the core of our humanity. We're built to belong. The disconnection so many of us feel, it's not just a symptom of busy schedules or technology. It's a sign that something deep within us is missing the connection we were created for. Our vertical relationship with God is the source of our strength, the vine from which we draw life. John 15, verse 5 makes that plain. "Apart from me, you can do nothing." And yet, God didn't stop at connecting us to Himself. He designed us for each other. Ecclesiastes 4, 9-12 reminds us that two are better than one, and a cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. You need people in your life who can lift you up when you fall, who can walk with you through your winter seasons, who remind you of who you are when you forget. But it's not just about who lifts you, it's also about who you're lifting. Submission to God's design means embracing community, not running from it. It means opening your life to others even when it feels safer to stay guarded. In the second sermon, Pastor Conner moves us into the truth that we are designed for a purpose. God didn't just create you to survive. He created you to contribute, to make a difference, to bring glory to Him in the way you live, love, serve, and shine. Romans 8:28 reminds us that God uses all things, your highs and your heartbreaks, for His purpose. Nothing is wasted. Your trauma, your trials, your waiting seasons, all of it is being woven into something greater when you submit it back to Him. Living in purpose isn't about platform or popularity. It's about knowing God, loving people, and reflecting the light of Christ in your everyday life. Matthew 5:16 says, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." That's what we're here for, to glorify the one who made us. So as we close today, I want to ask you, are you connected to the one who designed you? Are you embracing the community around you, or are you trying to do life in isolation? Have you surrendered to the purpose God has already prepared for you? Let's talk about it in the comments. I'd love to hear how this message is speaking to you. Maybe it's stirring something in your heart. Maybe it's confirming what you already knew deep down. Whatever it is, don't leave it there. Let it grow into something that transforms the way you live. And if this podcast encouraged you, Take a second to like this video and subscribe to the Metropolitan Baptist Church's YouTube channel so you don't miss what's coming next on Grace Notes. We're on a journey to live out our God-given design, connected, purposeful, and surrendered. Until next time, keep walking in grace.